Hey everybody, Logan here. Sorry about the sporadic schedule for videos the last few days. Things have been happening, so don't worry, things will get back. Video schedules will be back, and we still have the latest episode of Ready to Start podcast tonight. We got some great announcements for that, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video, turn that bell on for notifications so you know when the episode goes live. By the way, it's around 8:30-ish p.m. Eastern, and catch that news. But with all that out of the way, let's talk about the Switch 2. Oh, yeah. I normally don't talk about these kind of rumors. As you can see, it's been such a long time since I've reported on any of this. But whoa, it looks like more and more factual stuff has come out. Stuff that seems to basically say, hey, yeah, it's coming. Uh, let's take a look. Okay. I have three different articles from three different sources showing different information, which all points to the same thing. First, we're going to start with, here we go, Nintendo Life. Article reads, Nintendo reportedly showed Switch 2 demos to developers at Gamescom. The plot thickens. Okay, this was a big thing when I heard it. I saw a couple of other people talk about it. Of course, you got RGT85, Good Vibes Gaming, and a couple of others. But when I saw it, I saw other outlets that they didn't report. And I'm not surprised Good Vibes Gaming did not talk about the Nintendo Life article because he used to work for them. I don't think there's any bad blood. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about at Gamescom, what they showed there seemed to be running on Switch 2 hardware. Let's get into this and then I'll give you some speculation. While there is still no official word on the whereabouts of the Switch 2, sources for both Eurogamer and VGC, we're going to look at the VGC article as well, have reported that demos for Nintendo's next console were shown at this year's Gamescom. Yeah. The reports state that the Switch successor was shown to selected developers behind closed doors during the event, supposedly with the former console's launch title, Breath of the Wild, running on the follow-up's more powerful specs. Both outlets stress, however, that there is no suggestion that the title will be re-released. Yeah, I find it weird that it was Breath of the Wild and not Tears of the Kingdom, but hey, it is what it is. I guess they might have just had more time to work on it. A further source for VGC claimed that Nintendo demoed Epic's The Matrix Awakens Unreal Engine 5 demo on the Switch 2. The project formerly used to showcase the power of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X back in 2021. Okay, I'm going to touch on that a little more because when that came out, I covered it. And it showed off the power of the Series X when the channel was still very young. I think the channel was maybe a year and some change old at that time. And it showed some pretty interesting feats that we had not seen in a console up to this point. And think about it. If the Switch 2 or its successor, whatever it's going to be, has the power of a Series X or a PlayStation 5 in your hand, that's a lot. Some reports, and again, I'll get to more of it, are saying that it might even be a bit more powerful. But okay, yeah, when the Series X and the PS5 came out in 2020, look how many years we are since then. And the Switch is just about 10 years old. Well, let me rephrase that. The Switch tech is about 10 years old. So that's something to think about. Let's keep going. According to the VGC report, the console's demo visuals were comparable to current-gen offerings from both Sony and Microsoft, running with NVIDIA's DLSS upscaling technology with advanced ray tracing enabled. Now think about that. It won't be, from my understanding, it won't technically be running at full 4K when it runs through DLSS, which is 3.5 if I'm not mistaken, for the new one, but it will your eyes won't notice the difference. And that's a big thing. Where if your eyes don't notice the difference, it's only going to be people complaining, it's not native, it's not real, it's crap, PC, me. You know how the PC kids get. Yeah. Apart from that, we still know very little about what form the console will take. VGC sources suggested that the demoed equipment could be used in a handheld mode, much like the current Switch, though that seems like a no-brainer at this point. Nintendo is still yet to announce anything about the follow-up console for the time being, though the latest rumor suggested that the company would be targeting a late 2024 release. All right, now let us go to this article. Let me bring this one up. This is the one they were referencing, VGC. So here we go, which is Video Games Chronicle. I'm sorry, I always get the actual website. It is Video Games Chronicle, VGC. So close all that. Sources: Nintendo showed Switch 2 demos at Gamescom. The company is understood to have held private tech demos ahead of an expected 2024 launch. So this covers pretty much everything I said. The article's still the same. Here, let's get into more of the DLSS. The DLSS Deep Learning Super Sampling is a feature exclusive to NVIDIA's graphics cards. On PC, it works by using AI to upscale the resolution of games, effectively allowing developers to achieve higher graphical settings and better frame rates on weaker hardware. According to Digital Foundry's analysis, DLSS at any normal screen distance looks almost as good as the real thing. So that covers exactly what I was saying. Here, this all says what I read over there, where it's pretty much using DLSS to match the power or to match the visual fidelity of PS5 and Xbox Series X, but power and visuals will look like it will be on the same par as them. Notably, Nintendo filed patents for potential AI upscaling technology plans back in March of 2020. That was true. The patents, which were made public in 2021, describe a process similar to the Switch's main functionality, where a game can run at one resolution while a device is being powered by a battery, but when plugged into a power socket or connected to a TV, can be upscaled to 1080p. Nintendo includes a diagram with the patent which shows 540p image being upscaled to a 1080p one. It does, however, mention that the upscaling process, including upscaling to 4K, would be possible. So let me see if I can find out. Stop, I hate these things. This wasn't. No. Okay. So this was the original article, but there was another one. This isn't what I thought it was in terms of from everything I read. Let's go to the next article, which the next article now comes from another website called Tom's Guide. And I will pull that one up here, and that one shows a bit more. And I think that might have been where I saw the initial information that I wanted to share as well. Nintendo Switch 2 release date just tipped in new report, and it's earlier than expected. Industry analysts believe the Switch 2 will surface next year. So that covers what we just said. And these are from multiple outlets. Here we go. Yeah, this is what I was thinking about. It was in this one. So the Nintendo Switch 2 rumor mill just won't slow down. And now a new analyst report is claiming that the successor to the ever-popular Nintendo Switch is set to launch in 2024, but maybe a little earlier than first expected. An article from research firm Tech Insights, spotted by Notebook Check, has suggested that the Switch 2, or whatever Nintendo's next-gen hardware is called, will likely launch in 2024. And while previous rumors have pointed towards a launch date that falls in the third or fourth quarter of the year, Tech Insights believes that the release date in March or April is more likely, as it would help Nintendo make up ground on Sony's juggernaut PlayStation 5 console. There you go. Nintendo Direct, da 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 da. That's really the only thing that I wanted to point out, because here they go into all the VGC stuff and all the stuff that we just covered. So that was it came from multiple sources. So that's interesting. So we're not just covering the fact that what was seen at Gamescom was actually Switch 2 hardware, that we are seeing a big increase in power for the handheld hybrid console, and a possible 2024 release date, a likely 2024 release date, but sooner, from multiple sources. It makes sense. The Switch came out in March of 2017. Why wouldn't we see the Switch 2 or Focus or Fusion or whatever they're calling it again these days? What was the Fusion? That was back in the day, right? That was Nintendo's Fusion Tour. But yeah, this is crazy. And now it seems more solid. This info seems to be more realistic, more believable at this point. But take everything with a grain of salt. Always. Nintendo could just go, curveball, and throw at your face, and it's like, woo, goes around you because it wasn't what you thought, and it wasn't a baseball. Turns out it was a hockey ball. No, wait, hockey puck. Hockey ball. Table hockey. Nope, that's still a puck. Okay. You can see my jokes don't land all the time. But hey, it doesn't matter. No one's watching this late in the video. So I can just ramble on and on and on and on. Okay, I'm going to shut up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button by now. Hit that like button. Share this video. Turn that bell on for notifications. Make sure you have that bell on so you know when new content comes out, and especially new episodes of Ready to Start Podcast Hit, which is every Thursday, 8:30 p.m.-ish. Sometimes we'll go as late as 9:30-ish Eastern Time. We got some new stuff coming for you. Some great stuff coming. Really happy. Thank you guys so much. Like we always say, be legendary. My hand is really pale. Look at that with that light. Thanks again.